that sexy butter?
No, I'm
Okay.
I was told you.
It smells fantastic. Just unwrapped it all, so it's like, oh, it smells amazing.
Scott Miller is not here today. I'm Todd Wineburner in with Katherine Murphy, and Katherine is walking me through this hour of WJBC programming, and she's going to tell us what happens next because I'm overwhelmed with the smell of delicious food.
Even though Scott isn't here, it doesn't mean that we don't get a weekend. So we have to have Epiphany in to kick off our weekend, as we always do every Friday. And this week we're lucky enough to have Bethany Modos. She's the lead baker at Bakery and Pickle. You make all kinds of amazing and wonderful things. What did you bring in?
So I brought in one of our experiments. It's curry, carrot, roasted pepper sourdough.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot going on.
Is this the first and only loaf that's ever been made?
Yeah, the first batch.
We're the guinea pigs. I like it.
Yeah. We tried it in the bakery, and yeah, we were pretty impressed by it.
How long have you been with Bakery and Pickle?
3 years in March.
Okay.
So.
And how long have you been baking?
Like a long time.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah. Go ahead.
My question is, when you've got a set of culinary ingredients like that, I mean, did you make one bread and said, you know what this needs? You know, curry and carrots. That's what's missing from the. I mean, how do you come up with these flavor combinations?
Yeah, I think we just are like, we just think of ingredients in our head and we're like, you know what sounds good, or we had like a bunch of carrots and we're like, what would go good with carrots? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more of a sweet bread or is it?
It's pretty. It's kind of
spicy?
Yeah,
A little spicy, a little
it's
sweet.
Savory.
Oh, okay, a little savory.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the things that you bake, what's your favorite?
I would say I like the pretzels that we serve at Anjou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I usually use baking as my stress reliever.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm going through things, I'll go in and I'll make just 5 dozen cupcakes and I'll decorate them with all these crazy things. But it's your job to bake. Mm-hmm. Do you go home and say, I don't even want to go near the oven?
Right, yeah. Well, we have a joke. My husband wanted to make cookies once, and he's like, I'm going downstairs. If the timer goes off, can you take them out? And I'm like, I don't take my work home with me. But, yeah.
I love it. I love it. And so there's all kinds of good things going on at Bakery and Pickle. You make just it's focaccia, it's the pizza. Mm-hmm. Do you make all the pizza dough for Anjou and everything?
Yeah.
Wow. And how big of a team do you have?
There is 4 of us.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I guess my question is, you always hear people on TV. I watch a lot of TV, not so much baking, but I do watch a lot of television. You always hear people on TV say things like, this is not cooking, where you can just throw in a little bit of this or a little bit of that. This is baking.
Right.
Is that really true? I mean, it's that chemical, it's that scientific?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You kind of have to troubleshoot sometimes when you're like, oh gosh, what did I add too much of, or should I take something out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it can make or break a recipe if you don't have the equations right.
If you are a culinary professional, do you ever get over that it just came out of the oven, so I must eat it right now syndrome? When my mom used to bake, she would chase me out of the kitchen because, it's a batch of cookies fresh out of the oven. It's just incredible. You can't not eat that.
Well, and the greatest thing about Epiphany, too, now is that you can order all of these breads through the EpiphanyFarms.com, right? Mm-hmm. And if you order, if you order by Wednesday, you can pick it up Friday, or there's something
Wednesday,
around that?
By midnight, and then I get all those emails, and we plan everything on Thursday and bake it off on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we were talking last week about the CSA boxes, and now they've added bread to the CSA box, which is amazing. So you're getting these boxes, and you get the bread with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, we have to try this bread.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I brought just regular whipped butter, and then we thought it might be good with some goat cheese, so I brought some of that too.
That's fancy. I'll try it with the goat cheese. Todd, what do you want?
Dive in. I am just going to use plain old whipped butter to start
Okay.
with, and then we'll move on to more exotic flavors.
Do you want me to?
We'll try it. So it's curry, carrots,
Here.
Beautiful.
curry, carrots,
Thank
and
you.
red pepper. Is that what it is?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Hmm. Oh, I just had the tiniest taste, and I'm
That's amazing.
I'm very impressed so far.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me
When
take
you
a
said
shot.
that combination, I'm going, okay, I'll be polite. This is going to be good. Because I'm not the biggest curry fan.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't even say, if I bit into this, that this was even curry.
Yeah, we didn't want to like overpower it with curry. 'Cause,
Wow.
And that's what I like about it. You're right. I mean, there's obviously a spice blend that is prominent,
Mm-hmm.
but I go crazy
my.
with people who think just blasting my, mucus layers of my mouth on is the way to go. And this is really, really nice. I mean, it's just the right amount of heat as far as I'm concerned.
This recipe's a keeper, Bethany.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Has there ever been one thing, like I've made some things in my kitchen where I've just gone, okay, nobody needs to eat this.
Yeah.
This needs to be thrown away immediately. And I always feel very defeated after I do that. Has there been one combination that you've put together that you've said, okay, why did I think this was going to work?
I think one time, we put, because we're the bakery and pickles, so we're like, let's put pickles in bread.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of, I don't know if we put enough in, or, I don't know, yeah, it was weird.
It
but,
didn't balance it out.
And like Blake, the chef, he didn't want to like put that on the breadboards because he thought it would be like too, like, oh, we're the bakery and pickles. Yeah.
Well, and this is, there was a time in my life that I said, I'm going to be a pastry chef and I'm going to work at a restaurant. You could be one of the hardest workers in the entire Epiphany group because baking can take a lot out of you.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that we're the hardest workers. I've seen the line where, but yeah, I guess the like it takes a long time.
Yeah.
So like sometimes be like, hey, we need these. Like, sorry, we didn't tell you, and I'm like, well, that's gonna take a while.
Right.
Because you gotta let the bread rise and then bake it off and then.
And the bread is not impressed with what your schedule is like. The
Right,
bread does
exactly.
what the bread wants to do.
Yeah.
The yeast doesn't care, that's
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be like really cold in the bakery, and we're like, oh gosh, bread's not gonna rise. But yeah.
You see a
Always
lot
get
of a lot of things on the internet for no-knead breads.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the same as any other breads, or are they different in a good way, or what's your assessment as a person who I'm sure has kneaded a lot of dough?
I don't know much. I kind of see no knead breads, and I don't really
Keep
pay
going.
attention. Yeah.
Keep going. Because it's not worth it unless you're putting the work into it.
Yeah.
Getting the risks going
That's
and
it.
getting the yeast going. Bethany Modos for the lead baker from Epiphany Farms. Thank you so much for bringing this in. This
Yeah,
is incredible.
absolutely.
You guys serve Epiphany serving brunch every Saturday and Sunday now.
Mhm.
Don't miss that. And if you're going out, maybe ask if they're going to have bakery pickle, this curry, carrot, and pepper bread, because it's now my new favorite.
Yeah, it is tremendous. Would it toast well?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
were actually
oh,
saying
man.
that it would make a good grilled cheese.
Oh, yeah.
First thing in the morning with some eggs? Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah.
try it with the goat cheese. You're going to like it even better. Thank you, Bethany. We
Yes,
appreciate
Bethany,
you coming
thank you
in.
so
For having
much.
me.
And I'm going to have to sit in for Scott more often if this is the way Scott gets treated.
Come in on Fridays.
I don't get much of this. I'm Todd Wineburner, sitting in for Scott Miller on this Friday morning, and we're going to take a break. We're also going to hear from Dr. Sanjay Gupta on WJBC.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, that's delicious. I couldn't even find a way to describe it.
Oh,
Like I say, to me, this is spicy perfectly.
Good.
yeah, it's not too much.
I've got
Even though I'll eat a raw jalapeno, but that's just me. Good stuff.
So I'll leave you like some.
That would be awesome. We'll give you your pretty little knives back. But I'm keeping this goat cheese.